I hate the word AI called artificial intelligence. I call it Alibaba intelligence.
Yeah, might end up being true. You never know. I think generally people underestimate the capability of AI. They sort of think like it's a smart human, but it's really much. It's going to be much more than that. It'll be much smarter than the smartest human. I mean, it'll be like, you know, can a chimpanzee really understand humans? Not really, you know. We just seem like strange aliens. They mostly just care about other chimpanzees, and this will be how it is, more or less, in a relative. In fact, if the difference is only that small, that would be amazing. Probably it's much, much greater. I mean, I really think that there should be other companies like Neuralink, essentially to create a high bandwidth interface to the brain, because right now we are already a cyborg. People don't realize we are already a cyborg because we are so well integrated with our phones and our computers. The phone is almost like an extension of yourself. If you forget your phone, it's like a missing limb. But the bandwidth, the communication bandwidth to the phone is very low, especially input. So in fact, input bandwidth to computers has actually gone down because of typing with 2 thumbs as opposed to 10 fingers.
I'm happy about the artificial intelligence or Alibaba intelligence that's going to understand the inside of the human better. So when people worry a lot about artificial intelligence, people should have more confidence in themselves, because I think a lot of solutions we don't have today, but there will be solutions tomorrow. We don't have solutions, but the young people will have solutions. So I'm quite optimistic, and I don't think artificial intelligence is a threat. I don't think artificial intelligence is something terrible.
I mean, you look at sort of the rate of advancement, just in general, the rate of advancement of computers is insane. I'm not trying to be, I'm a naturally optimistic person, to be clear. I'm not saying, hey, doom and gloom. I'm just saying this is the apparent pattern. The rate of change of technology is incredibly fast. It is outpacing our ability to understand it. Well, I'm not sure, is that good or bad? I don't know.
Well, let's talk about something fun. I admire that you want to go on the Mars. Shall we go to the Mars? More interested on the Earth, the things, what's going on happening here. So why you are so curious about the Mars?
Continue consciousness into the future. What increases the probability of consciousness of continuing into the future? I think we should not take it for granted that consciousness will continue, because we have not encountered any aliens. Where are the aliens? This is the Fermi paradox. This is one of the most important questions. How come we've not found any aliens? SpaceX actually has Area 59. It's even better, 8 better than 51. One of those actions is to become a multi-planet species or ensure that life is multi-planetary. Not because I think something that, it's not from the standpoint of it just being an escape hatch or because I think that Earth is doomed, but there's a certain probability that is irreducible that something may happen to Earth. This is the first time in the 4.5 billion year history of Earth that it's been possible to extend life beyond Earth. Before this, it was not possible.
It's great to send 1 million people to the Mars, but we have to care about the 7.4 billion people on the Earth. How can we make the world more sustainable? And I'm not that fan of the Mars because I think it's easy to go to the Mars. When you go on the top of the hills of the building, just one step you go to Mars, but you will never be able to come back.
Yeah,
so that's my view.
That's not how it works, though. To be clear, I'm very pro-Earth. When I say, you know, us becoming a multi-planet species or making life extending life beyond Earth, expanding the scope and scale of consciousness, from a resource standpoint, I'm talking about less than 1% of Earth's resources should be dedicated to making life multiplanetary or making consciousness multiplanetary. So, I think it should be like somewhere in between how much we spend on lipstick and how much we spend on healthcare. And obviously, I spend a lot of my time on sustainable energy with Tesla, with electric cars and solar and batteries and that kind of thing. And I'm really excited to be here in Shanghai for the Shanghai Gigafactory, which is, I think, the Tesla China team has done an amazing job, really mind-blowing. I've just astounded.
So what new jobs will be created because of AI, or has the change already started? What do you think? I think why we needed that many jobs.
Sure.
Right? My view is that the jobs, actually every technology revolution people start to worry. Right? Last 200 years, we worry about the new technology going to take away all the jobs. Actually, we made a lot of jobs. Second, because of the Industrial Revolution, job created a lot of jobs. What I think is the next 20, 30 years, human being will live much longer. The life science technology is going to make people live probably 100, 120 years.
On something that involves people or engineering, it's probably a good approach.
Yeah, I never worry about the things that I cannot solve. I left other people to solve it. Sure. If nobody can solve it, just let it be. That's my life. Oh, let's talk about education. I'm quite interested about education. Sure. Do you have any advice for young professionals who want to pursue a career in AI? Computer is a computer. Computer is just a toy. Man cannot even make a mosquito. So we should have a confidence. Computer only have chips. Men have the heart. Our kids be able to find jobs in the future. Be able to live in a life that only working 3 days a week, 4 hours a day.
The saying is the best way to predict the future is to make it. And then assess whether what you're learning is enabling you to predict the future with less error. Are you less wrong? We're always wrong to some degree, but close the loop on being less wrong about the future. I would say that's the right way to think about education. I mean, down the road with a Neuralink, you can just upload any subject instantly, so it'll be like the Matrix.
And I never worry about the errors and the mistakes. Errors and mistakes that are the best assets of human lives. And humans, I think that when people worry about the disasters that AI is going to bring in, I think it's not the disasters. It's the mistakes that human beings make.
Most important thing, like I said, the most important mistake I see smart people making is assuming that they're smart. They're not.
Yeah. So give me an example, what the animals or things that a human being made that is smarter than human beings?
Well, computers actually are already much smarter than people on so many dimensions. We just keep moving the goalposts. So we used to think, like, for example, being good at chess was an example of a smart human. And then Kasparov was crushed by Deep Blue in '97. That was a long time ago. 22 years. I mean, right now your cell phone could crush the world champion at chess, literally. Go used to be thought of as something that humans were better at than computers. Then Lee Sedol was beaten 4-1 by AlphaZero. Then a new version of AlphaZero, oh, sorry, I should say AlphaGo. AlphaGo beat Lee Sedol 4-1. Then there's AlphaZero. AlphaZero crushed AlphaGo 100-0. Now it's just pointless because it just keeps playing itself. Humans are trying to play a computer Go is like trying to fight Zeus. It's not going to work.
Computer may be clever, but human beings are much smarter.
Yeah, definitely not. I'm worried about the birth rate, which you alluded to earlier. Contrary to, like, most people think we have like too many people on the planet. But actually, this is an outdated view. AI means love.
How longer do you think people can live with the help of AI? Can AI help with environment sustainability? Can you?
And continue the momentum towards environmental sustainability And China is actually the world leader in this. In fact, I'm not sure how well it is known outside of China, just how much China is a world leader in environmental sustainability. But I do think humans can and will solve sustainability. If we can do the neural lace, then I think, or the neural link essentially, the age will not matter that much. You can simply save your state and restore your state.
Even go to the space is great, but if we can spend resources just to focus on helping pick up the garbage from the oceans, that thing is more difficult than to go to the Mars. But artificial intelligence can help us achieving that and solve the problems. And the second, a human being can live better, can live longer. But what we need is not only live longer, we want to live healthier. Human being learn from mistakes. It's great to die.
That's probably true.
Thank you. Yeah, you cannot live long.
I just like, yeah.